Doty. He was unable to be here this evening. Our 2023 Chamber of Commerce President is Adam Cummings, and now he has some comments for us.
Yes. You want him to wait here?
Use that microphone.
Okay. Me too.
Good evening, is this on? Hello. Good evening, everyone, and would like to welcome everyone again to the 2022 Clinton Area Chamber of Commerce Ag Dinner. Thank you all for attending tonight. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Adam Cummings, and I am the president-elect for next year for the Chamber of Commerce. I'm filling in for current president Daniel Doty tonight, and would appreciate if everyone would keep his family in your prayers as they continue to navigate his wife Whitney's current health condition. I am proud of what Daniel's accomplished this year. He's had a tough year with everything going on, but we're trending in the right direction, getting a lot of stuff knocked out, and just keep his family in your prayers. A few people to thank tonight. I would like to thank the Ag Committee. I know they're all here, and they've worked very hard. All of the volunteers, Joyce, David, Mark with the Chamber of Commerce. They spent countless hours getting ready for this, so I would like to thank them. And also, great success this year in the Ag Golf Tournament last month, so just wanted to note that. Some plans for 2023. I'm just very proud to be a part of this great community that supports Ag in the way we do. It is the backbone of rural communities, and the support shown here tonight proves how much respect and dedication we have for our farmers and ranchers that work so hard to put food on the table. So if everybody just give a round of applause to all the farmers and ranchers of Clinton and Henry County. As incoming chamber president, I'm excited just to continue to work with community members, board members, and the chamber staff to keep implementing new ways to grow economic development and tourism. We got a lot of good things cooking in Clinton, and I'm super excited about it. And thanks again for showing your support tonight. At this time, I would like to introduce to you Jill Wood. She is the Division Director of Ag Business Development at the Missouri Department of Agriculture, as well as the Executive Director of the Missouri Agriculture and Small Business Development Authority. She grew up on what is now a 7th-generation hog farm in Henry County, Missouri, participated in Henry County 4-H, graduated from Clinton High School in 1999, followed by receiving a Bachelor's of Science degree from the University of Missouri-Columbia. She lives in Jefferson City for over 19 years with her husband Chris and their 3 children, Ty, Madeline, and Brody. Introducing Jill Wood.
Hi, everyone. Can you hear me? It's great to be here with you tonight. I appreciate the opportunity. Kind of nice to come home. I was telling Lieutenant Governor Kehoe our prom was held here just a few years ago. But what I wanted to talk to you tonight about was just the appreciation for agriculture. When I graduated high school and went off to college, the last thing I planned was to work in agriculture. I had no plans to go back to the farm, so I majored in textile and apparel management with an emphasis in merchandising and marketing and a minor in business. And I think my dad equated that to underwater basket weaving. But regardless, my plan was to be a buyer for Dillard's and work in Texas. And then I met Chris Wood. We got married, and he's from Jefferson City. So when it came time to put that degree to use, there wasn't a whole lot of opportunity in Jefferson City aside from retail management, which was of no interest to me. So I worked in state government. I worked at the Department of Labor for 13 years before getting the opportunity to work at the Department of Agriculture. And when I was hired on at the Department of Agriculture, I couldn't have felt more at home. It was working with people who are like-minded, people who are hardworking, and I've just been incredibly blessed. It's an honor to work for agriculture in the way that I do, out there fighting for you guys as producers and working on behalf of producers to try to get you what you need and trying to explain that to people who may not understand it. So I've been blessed. Director Chin with the Department of Agriculture is the best boss that I could have ever asked for. And then to further that, having a lieutenant governor and a governor who support and know agriculture is the greatest gift I could ask for. So thank you for letting me be here with you tonight. It's an honor. I see so many familiar faces, and it's been nice to get home and got to go see my parents on the farm this afternoon. So thank you for having me. We continue to work for you at the Department of Agriculture, and if you need anything from us, please reach out. I don't know all of the things, but I can usually find someone who does. So thank you. Good to see everyone, and I'm going to hand things over to Greg Smith.
Thank you, Jill. It's my honor to get up and introduce our next speaker tonight, Lieutenant Governor Mike Kehoe. He was appointed to this position on June 18, 2018, and elected in 2020 for a full term. Prior to serving as Lieutenant Governor, then Senator Kehoe represented the 6th Senatorial District, where he served both as Assistant Majority Leader and Minority Leader, or Majority Leader, I'm sorry, Governor. Lieutenant Governor has been honored by the Missouri Cattlemen's Association, the Missouri Association of Electric Co-ops. As a businessman, he received the Time Magazine Quality Dealer Award, Ford's President's Award, and induced into the Automotive Hall of Fame. Community service is critical to Lieutenant Governor Kehoe, as serving as the chairman of the Jefferson City Chamber of Commerce, two-time United Way Fund Drive chairman, and multiple other community organizations. He remains active in community business development and youth development efforts. Lieutenant Governor Kehoe and his wife Claudia have called Mid-Missouri home for more than 25 years and are proud parents of 4 children. Lieutenant Governor Kehoe remains a small businessman at heart, never forgetting the lessons learned at Osage Industry and Mike Kehoe Ford Lincoln. In addition to his public service, he enjoys work at his beef cattle production business located on the family farm in Phelps County, Missouri. It's my honor to introduce Lieutenant Governor Mike Kehoe. Let's give him a big Henry County welcome.
Well, thank you, Greg. It is great to be in Henry County. When Greg called me, he said, "Hey, Krista Atchison and I have a great idea. We want you to come to Henry County Ag Days." And I said, "Well, Greg, I'd love to come up to meet young folks in Henry County and agricultural people." And I said, "Who's going to introduce me?" He said, "I'm going to do it." I said, "I'm not coming." So Greg has been a longtime friend of mine, and appreciate not only what he does for the community, but his service to the state of Missouri by serving on the State Highway Commission for many years, and has done a great job. There's a few potholes out here, Greg, we need fixed, so we'll be talking to you about that later. Listen, I'm going to give you a couple of remarks about agriculture, but you all know why we're here. We're here for this right here. These young men and ladies sitting over here who have worked very hard to produce a project that you're all going to bid, we hope, very high on. I know there's one. Is there a young man here whose last name is Lincoln? You guys have somebody here displaying a ham whose last name is Lincoln? A girl. Well, did you just see Mr. Smith? He's a Lincoln dealer. He needs to buy that ham, okay? You just go and stare at him as long as you can and show him that ham. I just give you a couple of comments. I really appreciate Jill Wood being up here. Jill's maiden name is Howerton, so I don't know if that came out, but that's... The prom was here, and Jill, that must have been what, just 5 years ago for you? Yeah, pretty good. So let me just tell you a little bit about me and agriculture, because it's somewhat interesting and I think relevant to these young men and ladies who are here and why you're here tonight, not to hear a bunch of speakers, but to see what the hams and the steers are going to bring and hopefully pay a lot, as I said earlier. I'm originally from North St. Louis City. I didn't know a horse from a cow when I was growing up. I didn't know there were horses and cattle. Youngest of 6, raised by a single mother, didn't know what a farm was, didn't know what agriculture was. I was kind of adopted into the world by a gentleman who was a Ford dealer in St. Louis and who helped me literally start washing cars when I was very young. He also owned a farm in Phelps County, which is down in the center part of our state. And on every other day, Mr. Sinclair, who was his name, would come and say, "Instead of washing cars, so you're going to build fence down on my farm." So I'd go to his farm in Phelps County, and I will tell you, and these young folks, maybe some folks in here never realize this, I never forget the day that I went to Mr. Sinclair's farm, and I stood at his barn, I looked around, and all I saw was trees, horses, cattle, and grass. I didn't see another house. In North St. Louis City, you could touch your neighbor's house. There were thousands of them. They were just stacked on top of each other like cordwood. And I thought, this is an incredible way to be able to live a life. And that's what got me hooked on agriculture. I am a first-generation farmer. I learned the hard way. Most of my farm tips came from the feed store or the coffee shop, because those guys know how to do everything, as you all know. And Claudia and I, my wife Claudia is with me. We purchased a farm down in Phelps County. I've been in it 40 years now, about 30 years in the cattle business. Janet, who's here tonight, was a past president of Missouri Cattlemen's Association. We had a great relationship, built a relationship with the Cattlemen's Association, but I fell in love with agriculture. I fell in love with hay production, cattle production, and just thought that this, and the families and the people I meet across this state that are in production agriculture are some of the most solid people I'll ever meet. But tonight, like I said, we are here for another reason. We're here for these young men and ladies, and that's what I want to appeal to you about. The governor thinks I have time on my hands, so he keeps giving me all these extra things to do. But one of the things that he's given me to do, which I love, is chairing the Missouri Food and Beverage Task Force. The Missouri Food and Beverage Task Force tries to figure out where we're going to grow our ag economy. Last year, agriculture was, the impact on our state was $93.7 billion. It's our number one industry by far. Nothing is even close second. Tourism is second at $18 billion. That's why nothing's even close. We are an agrarian state. We are agriculture. We feed and clothe the world out of Missouri. But we've got to keep it going because we want young people to get in there. Average age of a farmer in the state of Missouri is 59 years old. We need young people to get into the business. So our task force is working with all of the ag groups you can think of, which would be Farm Bureau, cattlemen's, soybean, corn producers, pork, etc., all the commodity groups, as well as Chris Chin from the Department of Ag and Chris Dalbert, who's the Dean of Agriculture for the University of Missouri, figure out how we not only grow that farm economy, how do we get young folks involved in farming. And what we're seeing is, you see and you hear every once in a while the governor and other elected officials talk about workforce development. That's what growing the ag economy is about, is preparing these young folks to go into some form of agriculture. You heard Jill say she majored into fashion design. No, what was it? Textile something. Yeah. So there's opportunities that you can't believe that these kids can take advantage of in a strong ag economy. And Missouri has a strong ag economy. But you can't be stagnant because you'll die. You have to continue to grow. We've identified $25 billion worth of growth in the state of Missouri, $25 billion with a B, through value-added products that we can do. Our first beef packing plant in the state is going to open up on the east side in Warren County in about a year and a half. It's under construction right now. That was the problem for us cattle producers. We weren't fattening cattle here because there was nobody to process. Processors weren't coming here because there's no fat cattle. Finally figured out a way to answer that question and work together with the producers, with the state, with the county, with the Department of Economic Development to make that happen. Agriculture is on the rise in Missouri, and I don't care if you want to say agriculture is I'm going to sit in a farm field and plant corn, or I'm going to market it and sell equipment, or I'm going to work on technology and make farming smarter. All of those things happen in agriculture. It's so big, 460,000 Missourians are employed in agriculture. That's massive. Agriculture is family farms, 95,000 family farms. It's the second largest in the United States here in Missouri, our family farms. We're top 10 in almost every production you want to get to. We're number 3 in the cattle business, number 4 in corn, soybean, rice. All of those production commodities are all top 10, and the future is very bright. But we got to encourage folks to get into the ag business, and that's what I'd ask you to do tonight. The buyers that are here, you got to encourage these young people to tell them there is a future. It might not be for all of them. That's fine. It's not always going to be for everybody. But there's a way to get through the ag economy and bring young people in there, and I know that's what the governor and I are very focused on doing. You have incredible representation here in Henry County that works on the same thing. I work alongside of these people. Senator Sandy Crawford's here, your senator. So Sandy, she does a great job. Roger Reedy was here. He's still here. Roger is your current rep, but January 1st, you'll get another guy named Jim Caberlo who was here but went to a Missouri Farm Bureau meeting down in St. Clair County. Those three folks have done a great job representing you and making sure we do what's important for the things in this county and the people and what they need. And they're also very interested in how we grow that ag economy, how we keep young people in it, what do we do to bring them through the workforce, and how do we make sure that we're creating an open environment for them to be a part of. I'm a less government is better guy. I speak for the governor when I say that as well. We're not going to come along and tell you, give you mandates and tell you things you have to do and all those other things. Missourians are pretty smart. I went to several businesses here in Henry County today, and we talked an awful lot about this. We trust that you know what to do, and you don't need government telling you what to do. But we do want to make an environment for these young folks and others to get into agriculture as the future grows. And we have, like I said, we have a great opportunity for folks who want to get involved in it. Your county has a long producing history of being, very involved in agriculture, very involved in making sure the folks in this county understand how important it is to not only your own backyard, but the rest of the state. And we want to do that. That's why you have a Department of Agriculture liaison here. That's why you almost have it took two state representatives, I think, to do what Roger does now. Sandy Crawford, her husband John, ag producers themselves down in Dallas County. We are focused on making this happen. Governor Parson would tell you he thinks, and I told him there's got to be some way you know how to check this. I said, Mike, don't you know how to use Google? That this is the only state in the union where both the governor and lieutenant governor are cattle producers or ag producers. That's how important it is to us, and your state legislature is very important as well. We want to wish you the best of luck and continue to produce great people and great products here out of the state. We're just so fortunate to have opportunities like this to come around and meet people. The politics of the job is the worst part of the job. Meeting people is the best part of the job. And you're going to meet the future leaders of our state's agriculture here tonight, auctioning off these hams and steers. And those are the folks that we really want to pay homage to. Thank you one more time to the grill team. I went out and talked to the grill team, and they said all the steaks were cooked perfect. So if you didn't get a perfect one, somebody else must have cooked it. They did a great job out there in a tough environment, and I appreciate all the sponsors and people who put this together. The chamber, I'm a farmer chamber chairman, very much communities that thrive and do well together. They have great chambers of commerce. This is no different. Right here is a great chamber of commerce that's doing good things for the community. So thank you so much. Best of luck to the young men and ladies. And don't forget, I'm sorry I said guy, it's a girl with the Lincoln ham. Make sure Mr. Smith pays a ton of money for that thing. God bless you guys. Thank you so much for having me.
We would like to maybe turn this down a little bit. We would like to recognize those that are elected officials or hope to be elected, I guess, in November. Would you stand up now and give those folks a round of applause? If you're an elected official. If you are an elected official, thank you, Mayor Mulvey. You know, he mentioned rice just a moment ago. I love rice. Like if you want like 10,000 things to eat at one time, rice is the food that you can do that with. It's really not that much. And what's the best kind of pizza? Pepperoni. Pepperoni, that's good. Anybody else? Chicken bacon ranch. Okay, all right. The best kind of pizza is Supreme. Do we know why Supreme is the best kind?
Get me over here, James? Okay.
Gave you time to think about that, didn't it? Well, you got the veggies, so the farmers that are growing the vegetables. You got the meat, the farmers and ranchers that are doing that. And then the farmers and ranchers that grow the crust, or however that works. I'm just not for sure. But anyway, Supreme Pizza is the best type you should get. Cheese, yeah, and those farmers that grow the cheese too. I don't know too much about agriculture, but I'm trying. I'm learning the more I do these things. We'd like to recognize the folks for the Ag Committee. Some of those folks are in here right now. And Jeff Stone, he's our leader of the Ag Committee. Quentin Combs, Gene Henry, Dan Wallace, of course, right up here. Bill Wilson, Donna Engelman, and Jesse Rager. I believe all those folks are here except for Gene. He was out of town, as somebody said, myself, and then Joyce Carr with the chamber. We also are quasi on that Ag Committee. We do what they tell us to do. And then the Pay Center sponsors, that's the other folks that you'll see on the back of the program. Those are our sponsors, platinum, silver, and bronze. We couldn't do it without those folks. So thank you to our sponsors that do that. Hey, are any of you all selling a ham? One person raised, okay. Do you know why pigs are always sick and they never can get better? Well, they play around in mud. That's a good one, too. That's a good one, yeah. Well, you have to kill them before you can cure them. That may be the last joke tonight, so come on, everybody. Let's hear it for me. Okay, Ag Scholarship winners. We're going to see these folks here in just, oh my God. I didn't know. Ag Scholarship winners include Alyssa Robertson, Andrew Bailey, Miles Bailey, Zoe Gray is a Dr. John Chapin Scholarship, and Alyssa Robertson and Corbin Meeker are the Henry County Cattlemen Association Scholarship winners. We can hear from those folks right now, I believe.
Hello, my name is Alyssa Robertson and I graduated from Clinton High School. This fall I will be a freshman at the University of Central Missouri. I am pursuing a degree in agricultural business and I hope to graduate in 2025. My parents are Doug and Tanya Robertson. I want to thank the Clinton Chamber for this scholarship. Go Mules!
Hello, my name is Miles Bailey and I graduated from Clinton High School. This fall I will be a junior at State Fair Community College. I am pursuing a degree in ag business and hope to graduate in 2024. I want to continue farming and my parents are Danny and Kathy Bailey. I would like to thank the Clinton Chamber of Commerce for this scholarship. Go Roadrunners!
Hello, my name is Andrew Bailey and I graduated from Montrose High School. This fall I will be a sophomore at Missouri State University. I am pursuing a degree in crop science and hope to graduate in 2025. I want to be an owner-operator on the family farm. My parents are Rick and Liz Bailey. I want to thank the Chamber of Commerce for this scholarship. Go Bears!
Hello, my name is Zoe Gray and I graduated from Clinton High School. This fall, I will be a freshman at the University of Missouri. I am pursuing a degree in environmental science and I hope to graduate in 2026. I would like to be a genetic engineer and my parents are Brett and Tina Gray. I would like to thank the Dr. John Chapin family for this scholarship. Go Tigers!
Hello, my name is Alyssa Robertson and I graduated from Clinton High School. This fall I will be a freshman at the University of Central Missouri. I am pursuing a degree in agricultural business and hope to graduate in 2025. My parents are Doug and Tanya Robertson. I want to thank the Henry County Cattlemen's Association for this scholarship. Go Mules!
Hello, my name is Corbin Meeker and I graduated from Lakeland High School. This fall I will be a sophomore at the University of Missouri. I am pursuing a degree in political science and hope to graduate in 2025. I plan to eventually go to law school and become an attorney. My parents are Matt and Valerie Meeker, and I would like to thank the Henry County Cattlemen's Association for this scholarship. Go Tigers!
Okay, I'd like to bring up to the stage right now Janet Capel. She is with the MU Extension here in Henry County. She's going to talk about the Henry County Farm Family of 2022 and then Century Farm Families also for 2022. Once again, this is Janet Capel with the MU Extension here in Henry County.
Thank you. Well, good evening, everyone, and it's my great privilege to present the Henry County Farm Family for 2022. And I want to welcome Matt and Tabitha Jones and their family. Come on up while I introduce you. They live and operate on a fourth-generation family farm east of Clinton, Missouri, where they grow kids, crops, and cattle. The farm is a family farm where 3 households contribute to the daily functions. Matt works closely with his dad, Scott Jones, and brother-in-law, Matt Johnson, and the rest of the Jones crew. Matt is currently in the process of converting the farm into a 100% rotational grazing program. Matt enjoys being the steward of the same land his forefathers worked years ago and hopes to improve the land for generations to come. Matt believes family comes first, and the best days are when they're all working together making memories. Matt and Tabitha have been married for 11 years and have 2 daughters, Addie and Avery. Matt earned his degree in agricultural education from the University of Central Missouri. After college, Matt taught 2 years in Otterville, Missouri. However, the family farm was calling Matt back home. Matt returned to Clinton in 2005, where he has farmed full-time along with the part-time jobs in town. Tabitha earned her master's degree at the University of Central Missouri, and after college, Tabitha taught a total of 13 years at both the Lakeland and now the Clinton School District. Addie is a 4th grader at Clinton Intermediate School, and Addie enjoys 4-H, playing with her dolls, and hanging out with Grandpa on the farm. Both enjoy raising animals, especially kittens, and listening and playing music with Daddy. The family are current members of the Clinton Christian Church, the Clinton Cool Cats 4-H Club, and Matt is on the board of directors at Farmers Elevator. The family would like to thank the Extension Council for this award and the recognition at the Missouri State Fair. The family enjoyed the full fair experience, including funnel cakes, Ferris wheels, and corn dogs. The fair was a day full of memories that the family will have for a lifetime. So let's congratulate Matt Jones and his wife Tabitha and their family. Now I also have the opportunity to welcome 3 new Century Farm families into Henry County. I'm first going to introduce the 2 that couldn't be here tonight. We have a farm family whose owners are Kent and Pam Carney of Urick, and they have 43 qualifying acres. They were unable to attend tonight, but the original owner was Rosa Carney, a great aunt, who acquired the land in 1912. And in case you don't know, Century Farms are farmed by the family for 100 years. So the next one we have is Kenneth Tenholder of Butler, Jim Tenholder and Daryl and Debbie Tenholder Hughes, who have 40 qualifying acres at the Montrose Farm. The original owner was the great-grandfather George Tenholder, who acquired the land in 1920. Our third family, if you guys would like to come up to the stage, is Nancy Richardson of Deepwater and Stephen Richardson, who have 110 qualifying acres. The original owner was Perry Aaron Furcht, who acquired the land in 1921. So let's give a round of applause to our Century Farm family. So we have a sign for your property.
Stephen was on his way to vacation day early to come back. He got as far as Humansville. His truck and camper broke down at 5:30. They said at least 3 hours before they can get towed.
Oh.
So I got my grandson.
Why don't you come here and introduce? Why don't you help her?
Yeah. My grandson Clinton. He's one of 2 identical twin boys. The other one lives in Kansas City with a small child and wasn't able to get here. So unfortunately, we had 9 people, and this is my granddaughter, Marcella. So we originally had 9 people, but under the circumstances, but he would have been very proud to be here. We also have a certificate for you, and you're part of the Henry County Century Farm Families.
Thank you.
Thank you. And I'll return it back to David.
And I get to admit that I went out of order. Lauren, come on up. I'd like to go ahead and, if you're reading along, which I guess I wasn't, let's go on back up, and then everybody's going to have to do that all. No, I'm just kidding about that. Lauren Bailey is a senior at Clinton High School, and she's going to give us an update on the Clinton School Farm. That's, well, they're at the Clinton High School. Come on up, Lauren.
As many of you know, last fall the Clinton Ag Department received a grant and approval to start a school farm. This is taking place on 5 acres on the south side of the high school. The purpose of the farm is to have a hands-on learning experience for the production side of agriculture. Students will be able to help with taking care of the animals and learn the process of raising and marketing livestock. This, we believe, is a great opportunity for students who do not come from an agricultural background, as well as a chance for students who are currently involved in agriculture to help teach others, work together so that we can make this a successful operation. We are excited to announce that we should have the farm up and running before the end of the year. We currently have the fence and building up at this point, so it should not be too much longer until everything else is complete. We plan to have a grand opening as an opportunity for the community to visit the school farm and talk with ag students to learn more about it, see our facility, and hear our future plans. I would like to take a moment to thank everyone who has contributed to the school farm. This would not have been possible without all of our sponsors. We would like to recognize the following: Smith Fencing, Burns and McDonald, Reliance Pork, Henry County Farm Bureau, Krista Atchison, Carla Moberly, American Family Insurance, Oakstar Bank, Hawthorne Bank, Henry County Sale Committee, Henry County Ag Committee, Henry County Cattlemen's, Dennis and Deborah Kowick. Thank you for all who have supported the Clinton Agricultural Program. Our FFA chapter greatly appreciates our community and all that you do to help support us. If you have any additional questions regarding the school farm or any projects upcoming with our FFA chapter, please feel free to contact any of our officers or our new ag advisor, Ms. Jessie Miller. Thank you.
Now I have good news and bad news. Which you want first? Good news, good news. This is my last time at the microphone tonight. What did the mama cow say to the baby cow? It's about this time of the evening. It's past your bedtime. Okay. The bad news is you all are some of you people are just about to lose some money, but that's okay. I'd like to bring up Dan Wallace now to the stage. I hate to single anybody out when I say this because that may upset someone. I hope not. But since I've been at the radio station, now at the chamber, since I don't know when, I don't know anyone that has done more for the youth, especially since we're here, the youth in agriculture than Dan Wallace. At the State Fair, here in Clinton, the Henry County Fair, all this stuff right here and everything. I mean that, Dan, but once again, Dan Wallace.
Okay, James, get off that big fat picture there and go to the slides, okay? So this is my 41st Ag Appreciation Dinner. It's been out in the park. It's been in the Benson Center. One year between the park and the Benson Center, we did it up on the square. So my 41st year here. Tonight we're going to recognize the 49th consecutive Ag Person of the Year. From what I've heard on prior Ron Arthur commercials, it started on the square with 16 guests and 2 grills 49 years ago. And at that point in time, in 1974, they recognized Lester Swaney, who happened to be an ag teacher at Clinton High School way back then. I'm not going to give an editorial on all of these, but you can see those, and some of you have known those through the years. The thing is, some of these have passed on, but anyway, great agribusinessmen, farmers, farmers and ranchers, bankers, teachers, veterinarians. Some are still with us, some have passed on. 3 on this list passed on in the last 13, 14 months. All 3 were very instrumental in this 4-H and FFA program and the sale program for the years. We lost Bill Ragland last July. We lost David Hunefeld a year ago this weekend. And we lost David Hutcherson this past April. What I would like for us to do is just observe a moment of silence for these 3 great agribusinessmen and the contributions that they made to these kids. Thank you. But with that said, let's rise it up a little bit and celebrate and honor the 49th Ag Person of the Year. 3 question marks. It's not going to take long for you to figure out who this is. It's going to be tough to divulge the recipient pretty quickly, but if it happens, it happens. Our 2022 Ag Person of the Year was born and raised in Clinton. Okay, so that takes me out, but anyway, it takes some of us out. He attended Holy Rosary School through 7th grade, that narrows it down a little, and was president of his class at Clinton High School. And after graduating, he continued to work with his father, Bob Cook, at Henry County Supply, a family ag business formed here in Henry County in 1958. He and his brothers built the grain elevator, spread anhydrous and fertilizer on many of the local farms, and row crop for many years. In '88, the family business was renamed Cook Tractor Company and moved to its current and expanded location, where he started the tractor salvage business. So that's kind of tightening it down here. As the salvage business has continued to grow and change, Cook Tractor Parts was formed and has become the largest ag salvage parts dealer in the Midwest, serving the ag community into the 3rd generation. By now you know I'm talking about Jim Cook, so Jim Cook, if you go ahead and come up, let's give Jim Cook a round of applause. Stand over here in the middle. Do we have a Jim Cook plaque somewhere? So, Jim Cook is a member of the National Tractor Parts Dealer Association. Let's see, why did we get off of the... Oh, hang on a second. Pictures, James. Jim Cook. All right. Jim's a member of the National Tractor Parts Dealer Association. He's been a big supporter of these area 4-H and FFA kids for years. He believes deeply in supporting the youth and encouraging continued growth in the farm community. Jim has always been willing to give his time and talent back to the community. He's an active member at Holy Rosary. Very nice article about the family on the Daily Democrat a couple of Thursdays ago, as well as Knights of Columbus, 4th degree. He can often be found in the kitchen at dinners to support these groups, helping in various ways. He's known as the tractor guy. So Lynette sent me this picture on this, Alice Chalmers. Jim's volunteered his time at the Truman Lake Community Foundation Board and currently serves as president. He set up a trust through the Community Foundation in his parents' memory to benefit Catholic education. He served on the Clinton Tourism Committee, part of the Chamber of Commerce, and was president of the Clinton Area Chamber of Commerce. He's an annual sponsor of Old Glory Days activities and also a member and past president of the Clinton Sunrise Optimist Club. In his free time, okay, so this is back to the 4th generation. 30 generations in the business. The 4th generation, when they get older, I'm sure there's going to be in there. In his free time, Jim enjoys swimming and fishing and being with his family. Jim and his wife, Jackie, grow a large vegetable and flower garden each year. He's delighted to can more than 200 jars of blackberry jelly this year to donate to the annual Holy Rosary Country Store. And I had blackberry jelly on my biscuit Sunday morning, so it was very good. Like his grandpa Steve, Jim raises dahlias, something you might not know about Jim Cook. and shows them at events put on by the Greater Kansas City Dahlia Society, of which he is a member. He attends shows as the State Fair, Powell Gardens, Suburban Lawn and Garden. Jim annually donates his extra bulbs to the Dahlia Society's bulb sale. And last Friday, Jim was awarded the Best of Show at the Missouri State Fair Dahlia Show. Let's give Jim a round of applause for that accomplishment. So he's probably now he's knowing why I kept going into the floriculture building last Friday morning trying to get pictures at the right time and so forth. So Jim is proud to be a member of the farming and agricultural community, and the Clinton Area Chamber of Commerce is proud to name Jim Cook Ag Person of the Year 2022.
Just like to say it's great to be in such a community that's dedicated to itself and always building, always moving forward. You know, I'm one of 15 children, and we've all worked together so long that it's humbling to stand up here without them. You know, I know my brother John and my children, and thank you all for all your support over these years. Thanks, God.
And Jim will receive a very nice plaque that says Ag Business Person of the Year. Thank you. Congratulations. Okay, so next on here we're going to recognize some kids for the 4-H and FFA. So if you'll come up here, we want all the ham and steer kids, the ham kids and any of the steer kids that are still in here, because I know you got to go outside and get your steers ready to come up. So all the kids in a sales sheet t-shirt come up here. Let's do steers in front of the steer ring, steer kids here, and we're going to do ham kids over here on this side. Like I announced back in July at the sale, this isn't just a sales project where the kid get a check. This is an educational project. And most of these kids have started this way back in January for the hams, February or earlier for the steers, because we had a weigh-in for the steers back February the 28th. The kids cured their hams right after the 1st of January, and then the steers weighed in February 28th and showed at the Henry County Fair. Some of these kids showed their steers at the fair last week. All of these hams went to the state fair. They were judged in order at the state fair, and that's the order they're going to sell tonight. We're going to start with beef so these kids can get on the road and get out of here and get their steers. So we're going to honor and recognize over here on this side those kids in the junior division, which is 13 and younger. They had to conduct an interview at the fair. They had to write a written report, and then ultimately they had to be here tonight. Blue ribbons in the junior division go to Atlee Patrick, Jillian Stone, and Adler Patrick. And first place in the 13 and younger goes to Seth Ingeman with a nice leather portfolio and a blue ribbon. In the older kids division, that's 14 and older, red ribbons go to Bryce Cole and Cody Robertson. Yeah, let Cheryl get your picture there. Appreciate Cheryl Early. I always mess that up. Cheryl Crooks Early being here tonight and being our photographer on this side. Okay, in the older kids division, red ribbons went to Bryce Cole and Cody Robertson. Blue ribbons went to Chesney Early, Kean Ingeman, Nate Bailey, Charlotte Lloyd, Alyssa Robertson, Chloe Jenkins, Trista Humphrey, Levi Roth, Wesley Lloyd, and Hope Groove. And first place in the leather portfolio goes to Emily Neuenschwander. Congratulations, kids. And Cheryl needs to get a picture of you all just like she did the other one. Bunch up and Emily, get on the front where she can see you. While she's doing that side, Jeff, can you help Emily? We're going to do the hams on the other side of the room. We're going to start with the younger kids and work our way up. Thank you, Emily Taylor, the Missouri State 4-H Council President, here tonight. Let's give Emily a round of applause for serving that position. And is Lauren still here? Lauren Bailey? Yes. 4th runner-up in the Missouri State Fair Queen Contest 2 Thursdays ago in Sedalia, Lauren Bailey, a high school junior, 4th runner-up. Okay, in the ham, we're going to go with juniors 10 to 14, blue ribbons. So step up to help Emily when we name your name. Aiden Burton, Matthew Ingeman, Kellen I, Owen Hetherington, Isaac Neuenschwander, Piper Spring, and Sydney Wareham. All of those are blue ribbons, and first place in the 10 to 14-year-old division goes to Seth Ingeman with a blue ribbon. So Seth had a herdsmanship award on this side and a herdsmanship award over here on this side. So congratulations, Seth. Okay, we're going to go to the middle group, intermediate, 15 years old. Blue ribbons go to Tyler Johnson, Jesse Henslick, and Lillian Spring. And the first place goes to Kian Ingman and a blue ribbon. All right, 16 years of age. Red ribbons go to, then step forward so Emily can see it. Riley Laswell, Harley Lincoln, who wants a Lincoln dealer to buy her ham, Cade Manning, and Laney Spring. And blue ribbons go to Hannah Miller, Bailey Carter, and Emily Taylor. And first place in a blue and a leather portfolio go to Caroline Wagner. Congratulations to the senior kids. And then we have the seniors, 17 and older. Blue ribbons go to Lane Wareham and Sierra Wareham. And first place in a blue ribbon goes to Ruby Holt. Congratulations. Oh, Seth, are you still here? Seth. All right, so in the steer side of things, we have a rate of gain contest. First place, rate of gain trophy, plaque, goes to Seth Ingeman, whose steer gained 570 pounds after weigh-in, 3.22 pounds per day, which is pretty good. Congratulations to Seth for the rate of gain contest. Okay, steer kids, you're excused. Ham kids, you can kind of maybe stay where you are or filter back around the side. But we're ready to start our auction. Tonight, the steers and hams, the steers were placed in a show out here at 5 o'clock this afternoon, and that's their sale order. And we're alternating with the hams. The hams were graded at the state fair on August the 11th, and the points determine their sale order tonight, and then we infuse them in and out. Okay? So with that, we're going to sell 17 steers, 18 hams. If you don't have one of the yellow sale bills, please get one. Our ringmen tonight are Danny Lewis, Jim Hunefelt, and Travis Smith. So Travis, I don't know where you guys are going to position yourself. We need some help over here giving out the pictures. Okay, so as the buyers come out of the ring, they're going to get a steer picture with the kid. All right? And so with that said, I'd like to introduce Scott Cook. I don't know how many years you've done this, Scott.
I don't know.
But let's welcome Scott. We appreciate him doing this. It's free, gratis. You know, that's for him.
This got to turn way down.
Hey, would you go back and undo maybe a little bit what you did?
That's why it was buzzing earlier.
And other than you being by the stairs,
what's that?
Other than you being by the stairs, I want you there, we flip. So
That's a little better. There we go. That'll work. Is that about right, everyone?
Okay.
All right, perfect. Well, good evening, everybody. Jim, congratulations. I had no idea. That's his brother Stanley and his lovely daughter Lynette sat next to him. I think most of his family's here. That's really impressive. Perfect. So I think we're ready. Is the first year coming in?
yeah, the first year tonight's the champion of the Clinton Chamber of Commerce Ag Appreciation Dinner 49th annual is exhibited by Atlee Patrick. Atlee is the 12-year-old daughter of Justin and Morgan Patrick. She's going to be a 7th grader at Shawnee Mound School. We'll get her in here before I read the whole thing. Tell a story. I'm not going to tell anything like David Lee did on the first couple of them, and I don't need jokes. But anyway, Atlee is a member of the Shawnee Indians 4-H Club. The name of her steer is Hot Shot. Jim, yeah, how about that Jim Cook? Let's give him a round of applause. That's Jim Hunefeld.
One thing I will say for Jim and all the Cook family, and I would say all the businesses around actually producing agriculture, they do want to thank all the farmers for doing business with us locally. You know, he ships stuff all over the country, probably over the world. You know, our side of the fence, we ship, honestly, we ship stuff in the States and all over the world ourselves. I mean, you know, we do a lot of business all over the world, and that has a lot to do with the farmers 50 years ago supporting my father, and all the other businesses here in town would probably say the same thing that have stuck around. And I'm sure the car dealerships would say the same, but all the businesses that do business in town want to thank the farmers that help keep them in business. And I did not know that the state of Missouri had $98 billion in agriculture. I didn't know it was the largest. I had no idea. That's great news.
Lieutenant Governor, he was listening. 98.6 million?
I remember Lincoln, too.
93.7.
93.7. I missed a little. What's a few billion, they say, anymore.
And the only governor and lieutenant governor in the 50 states that have an ag background and cattlemen. Hey, I want to thank the ones that helped put this on. James Hinkle, Sounds Like Video's been running the camera, and this is live stream. So if you missed something and you really want to go back and hear David Lee's jokes, you could go back and do it on our Facebook Live. I'd like to thank the ag teachers that are here helping to put this on, running several different computers and so forth. Jesse Rager Miller is the new ag teacher at Clinton. Claire Levy is the new ag teacher at Windsor. Megan Dorman and John Kirchhoff are ag teachers at Sherwood. Have I missed anyone? Okay, 4-H Youth Extension Assistant Kayla Taylor over here to the left. Again, Cheryl's taking pictures over here. We're going to take pictures of the hams over here on this side. I'm not sure who the photographer is over there. Okay. Do we have more ice cream sandwiches? Maybe. Okay. Hey, Atlee Patrick, 12-year-old daughter of Justin and Morgan Patrick, a member of the Shawnee Indians 4-H Club, the 7th grader at Shawnee Mound. The thing that I've enjoyed the most about my livestock project was traveling to many different shows. My steer Hot Shot is purebred Angus steer and was undefeated Angus steer class champion in the state of Missouri recently. He won champion 4-H Angus steer at the Missouri State Fair. With money from my steer project, I plan to keep most of it for college and the rest for my next livestock projects. Atlee was in the championship heifer drive, the first annual Show Me Shootout heifer drive at the Missouri State Fair Saturday night, representing the Charolais breed and representing Henry County. Let's give Atlee a round of applause for being at that accomplishment. And let's sell Atlee's steer Hot Shot.
Is this Hot Shot? Is that right? Okay. All right. This is for Hot Shot and Atlee. All right. Here we go. So this is the grand champion. That's where everybody used to do a lot. Right there. What do you want to do right there? 2 and a half, 275. Now we're doing a pound. They keep the shipping, right?
Right.
All right.
Keep
to the line, $2.75, $3 a pound. Right there, they get three. You want to buy three? I can send you $3 a pound. Right there, they get $3. You want to buy? Right there, they get $3 a pound. Right there, they get $3 here. $3. I can send you here. $3 a pound. Right there, $3. And then you get three. And then you $3. You get three here. $3 a pound. Right there, $75 3. I can do $75 here. You get three. You want to buy? Right there, $3. You in? Right there, $75 get three. Not three. I got all money now. $2.75. $3 a pound. Right there, get three. You want to buy? Right there, three. And now $6. Now quarter. Now three. 3 and a quarter. And now 3 and a quarter. Make it 25. Make it 3 and a quarter. Make it 25. Make it 3 and a quarter. Make it 25. You want to buy? Right there, get 25 here. Now 3 and a quarter. Clear. Now half. And now 3 and a half. And back row. 3.25. Get three. I got now 75. And now 3 and a half here. 75. I got to make it 75. 4. Now 75. You want to buy? Right there, $4 a pound. Right there, now 75. I get 4. And now 75. Did you get 4? Did you get 4? Did you get $4 a pound? Did you get 75? You want to buy? Right there, you get 4 here now. 4. Now 4. You get 4. You want to buy? Right there, $4 a pound. 75. 4. And now 75. Here, $4 a pound. Let it go. Right there, 75. You want to try again? 75. 4. You want to buy? $4 a pound. 75. I get 4. So Richard bought it, $3.75. The next generation of the cook. Put it on Cook Tractor parts. Keep or ship. Keep it at $3.75. Thank you, Henry.
Richard, we need somebody to come up and get a picture with Byron. Maybe the Ag Person of the Year, Jim Cook. Maybe Jim, Lynette, Stan, and Richard. Thank you very much. $3.75 going to keep. CTP. Since 1958, the Cook families have served agriculture here in Henry County. Okay, we're going to sell Owen Hetherington's ham. Owen, if you can make it up here in the middle. Owen's a 7th grader at Clinton Middle School. He's the 13-year-old son of Jack and Shasta Hetherington. He's a member of the Shawnee Indians 4-H Club. What he wants you to know: I enjoy watching my hams change during the curing and smoking process. I plan to put my profits in my mutual fund to put towards my future college tuition. Okay, so Owen had the highest scoring points at the state fair of Henry County kids, and that's why he's showing tonight, theoretically, as the grand champion ham of the Ag Appreciation Dinner. Let's sell Owen's ham.
All right, Owen, here we go. Right there, what do we do? $1,000, 200, 300. I got $200, I got 2, 3, 4. I got $5. I'll do that. 850. Bigger per gram. Right there, 800. You're also 850. 809. Go on there. Right there, get 15 and 80. Now they get 50. That's how I think. Did you get a hat? Did you get 850? 8 here. Did you get it? 9. I can eat 9. I'll take 75. 875. That's all. Now 9. And now 75. And now 50. Now do now 75. 75. Did you get 9? So left side, 875. Who's that go to? Oh, Jim Hetherington? Thank you very kindly. 875.
Hetherington Meats of Huntingdale. Been a grand supporter of this ham project since the 90s. The very first year we did it, we went out of town to do it. And from that point on, Jim has done it for the last 30-some years. So Jim and Jack Hetherington.
And Hetherington just got inducted to the Missouri 4-H Hall of Fame this year.
Kayla announces that the Hetheringtons were inducted into the Missouri Hall of Fame, Missouri 4-H Hall of Fame, during the Missouri State Fair last week. So let's give the Hetheringtons a round of applause for that. We're ready to sell Adler Patrick steer. Adler is a 3rd grader at Shawnee Mound, the 8-year-old son of Justin and Morgan Patrick. His steer's name's Cody. Adler is a member of the Shawnee Indians 4-H Club. The thing that he's enjoyed the most is going to shows with Cody. Cody's a purebred Angus. Recently I showed him at the Missouri State Fair and we received 2nd place in our class. I will put away most of the money for college and the rest to build my cow herd. Let's sell Adler's steer.
Be careful there. Adler. Billy, what's he doing? Nosing you or something? 2.5, 275. I got 2.5, 275. Your sister beat you out? Is that your sister that has grand champion, Cody? Is that your sister? I missed that part. That is your sister? You're going to let that happen next year? 2.5, 75. I don't care if she's bigger than you. I got 2.5, 75. You might be able to outrun her though. 2.5, 75. That's what I did with all my brothers. Right there, that's faster than all of them. Right there, 2.5, 75. That's why I'm so mouthy. Right there, 2.5, 75. I got 2.5, 75. What about 50, 75? You get $3, what about 75? $100. I 75. $3 a pound. Right there, 75. Free, not free. You want to try right there, Johnny boy? You want to get $3 a pound? 75. Free. I got 75. $3. What about 75? I got 3. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. 75. I got 3. Get in there. And that's 75. $3 a pound, you want higher. I can say, I can do, you want higher. But there's 73. I can do 75, 33, and quarter. And I'm 3, 3, and quarter, get 45, get 3. Give it there, and get 45, you want higher. And I'm 3, 3, and quarter, get 45, get 3, 3, and quarter, get 45, get 3. And else, I can get 3, 3, and quarter. And I'm 3, 3, and quarter, get 45, you want higher. And get 45, get 3, and quarter, get 45, you want higher. Get 3, 3, and quarter, get 45, get 3, 3, and quarter, get 45, you want higher. Get 45, and I'm 3 and quarter. It else. 3 and quarter. Now half. Not 325, 50, that's 20, 5 years, 3 and a half, and I'm 20, get back in there, and there's 25, get on there, and there's 25, get the fee, and I'm going to get 3 and a half here, and 25, get 25, how you doing? And then get 25, get the fee, and I'm going to go 3 and a half, get 25, get 25, get 25, get 3 and a half, what about again, 3 and a half, 3 and a half, 3 and a half, you here, right there, 25, get the fee. So here we have 3 and a quarter.
Mike Keith
Insurance.
Insurance.
Mike Keith back there. Thank you, Mike Keith Insurance. Been here a long time as well.
Mike Keith with insurance offices in Clinton.
Keep or ship it, Mike? Keep it or ship it? He's going to ship it. No, you want to keep it? He wants to keep it.
Mike Keith Insurance offices here in Clinton on the north side of the square, but also in Warrensburg, Higginsville, and Odessa. We appreciate the longtime support of Mike Keith. I bet he was one of those that were with the 2 grills on the square 16 years ago, or not 16 years, 16 guys, 2 grills, 49 years ago. We need to play that Ron Arthur commercial again so we get the facts straight. Okay, we're ready to sell the next ham. Come on up here, Kellen. Kellen I is a 10th grader at Montrose High School. He's the son of Derek and Keisa I, 15 years old, Montrose FFA. I enjoy learning about the preservation process, especially the history of food preservation before electricity. My plans are to invest in a future project, save money for college. I'm interested in a future career in engineering. Hey, agricultural engineering, okay? All right, let's sell his ham, Scott.
All right, there. How you doing, Kellen? Right there, $200, $300. And now $700. And now $700. And now we'll get you 2,000 on one of these hands tonight. 8.5 guarantee. It might not be yours, baby, but I'll try. 8.5. What about FFA? 8.5. What about Let's call it 8.5. You want to try again? 8.5. You want to try? 850. So $800. Who'd you guys have? $800 right there. He bought it.
Golden Valley Memorial Healthcare.
Healthcare, thank you so much.
We are golden, the 50th anniversary of Golden Valley Memorial Hospital and Healthcare in Clinton. Let's give Kyle Atkins and all the staff out there a bigger round of applause for being supportive of this program for probably 40 of the 50 years. Or they could have been up 49, I guess. So we're going to sell Jillian Stone's steer. Jillian is a 5th grader at Clinton Intermediate School this year, the 11-year-old daughter of Jeff and Julia Stone. Her steer's name is Hot Sauce. She's a member of the Clinton Cool Cats 4-H Club. She's enjoyed watching Hot Sauce grow and its progress in the past 10 months. I'd like you to know that I raised Hot Sauce personally. My future plans are to continue to raise steers for my 4-H and future FFA project. Let's sell Jillian's steer Hot Sauce.
Hot Sauce is kind of cute. Well, I want to do, that's the cutest steer I've ever seen. Right there.
Hey. Today is Jillian's birthday.
Happy birthday, Jillian.
Let's sing happy birthday to Jillian before we sell her steer, okay? I'm going to move away from the mic. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Jillian. Happy birthday to you. Woohoo!
Right there, 2 1/2, 275, and up to the hand, 275 a pound. I can now $3 a pound, under $75, $75, $3 here, so now quarter, and I'm now half, and I'm going to go to $3, I can $25, I can $3, I can $3, I can $3, I can $25, I can $3, $3, I can $25, I can $3, $3 a pound, you want to buy $3 today, a pound, not quarter half, get back in there. I can $3, $3 a pound, you want to buy it? I can $3, $3 a pound, you can $25, I can $25, how much you want to outside? Want to get $3.50? That's $3 $3 don't have here, then $25 I get $50, and I'm $3 $3 don't have here, you get $25 I get $25 I get $25 it also say $3 $3 don't have, and I'm $3 $3 don't have, you get $25 I get $25 I get $3 $3 don't have, I get $25 I get $25 I get $50, it also say $3 $3 So, Mr. Jim Smith, $3.25 a pound, Oak Star Bank. And Mr. Jim, you want to keep it or ship it? You're going to keep it? Shipping it.
Oak Star Bank. Experience the difference. Located at 1508 North 2nd Street. We appreciate Jim's support of these kids every year. And 3 1/4 Oak Star Bank. So, in between here, we have 5 steaks for $15 in a box back there, a nice aluminum box. 45 boxes of them. So if you want to take some nice, perfectly cooked, Lieutenant Governor, steaks home tonight, just $15 a box for 5 of them. I can do the math. That's $3 a steak. That's cheaper than you're going to buy it anywhere, cheaper than what we paid tonight. So let's sell Lane Wareham's ham. Lane is he just graduated from Montrose High School. He's an 18-year-old son of Jason and Jana Wareham, the member of the Montrose Busy Beavers 4-H Club. He's enjoyed this project, watching the ham develop into what is today from where it was starting in the beginning. I'd like to thank the buyers for their generosity these last 4 years. This is my last project, and I'm very thankful for this opportunity. Let's sell Lane's last ham.
All right, here we go, Lane. Right there, 2 3. Get out, bring it up. I think it's $2. I think it's $4. I think it's $4. I think it's $3, $4, $5 here. $600. I can buy $600. So, right side, whoever you had at $700, thank you, buddy. Good luck with school.
Jim Carvalho, State Representative from the 126th District. As the Lieutenant Governor said, Jim had another function with the St. Clair County Farm Bureau tonight, so he had to double check events, and so he's down there tonight. So let's thank Jim, represented by his banker, Hawthorne Bank, Dave Garnett. Thank you, Dave, for bidding for Jim.
Kalberloh.
Chloe Jenkins is selling her steer next. Chloe is a sophomore at Windsor High School, the 16-year-old daughter of Tate and Erica Jenkins. 16 years old, Windsor FFA. She's showing Wrangler tonight. I enjoy taking the chances on the steer I pick. You want them to walk right, look good, and perform well. This shows the work I've put into the project and makes it all well worth it. This is my 6th year showing a steer, but my first as an SAE project for FFA. I look forward to the years to come. I'll save the money earned to help finance future expenses, purchase of a new steer. I plan to save the rest to help support myself in college. Let's sell Chloe's steer, Wrangler.
Wrangler. We're going to sell a Wrangler right here. You should have said a car since you named it a Wrangler. You needed a Jeep. That's what you should sell it for. Somebody did that like 4 or 5 years ago. She got like 4 or 5 cars on that steer, I think. Right there, $100, $2 hand, $275. I got $2 hand, now 3, and I'm 3, now quarter, now 3 and quarter, $3 hand. I got $20, I get $20, I get $20, you want to try again, I get $20, I get $3 hand, what about $3 pay? I got 3 and quarter, $3 hand, you get $25, I get $3 hand, you get $20, I 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 get $20, hand, get back in there. And 3 and quarter, $3 hand here, and I'm 3 and quarter, $3 hand. Right side, you want to try, I get $20, I get $20, left side, ground, $25, up the middle's in, up there. 25 and 8, and I'm bringing over 3 hand, you get 25, I get 25, I get 25, I get 3 hand, you get 25, I get 3, and I'm bringing over 3 hand, you get 25, I get 25, I get 25, I get 3 hand, you get 25, and 15, and quarter hand, you want 3 hand, I get 25, I get 25, I get quarter hand, you want dryer, $3.50 a pound. We're stuck on that 3 and quarter, I don't know. Not 3 and quarter, you again. Not 3 and quarter, 3 hand, and I'm 3 25, I get 25, I get 25, hand, you get 20, you also here, 3 hand, go to sell it down 3 and quarter hand, you want to try her. So, right here, 3 and quarter, what's Susie look to?
Farmers Co-op Windsor.
Farmers
Co-op Windsor.
3 and quarter a pound, thank you all.
Represented by their manager, Hunter Lovewell. We need to get a picture over here in the ring with you and Chloe Hunter. Keeper ship. 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 Yeah. Hey, we're going to sell the next ham. It's going to be Ruby Holtz. Ruby, come on up, please. Ruby is a senior this year at Sherwood High School. She's the 17-year-old daughter of Beth and Max Holt, member of the Sherwood FFA chapter. What she's most enjoyed about this ham project is learning new things, and what she wants you to know is I tried really hard on making this ham good for you. Hope you enjoy. Let's sell Ruby's ham.
All right, here we go, Ruby, right there, $1,000. Let's get her right there, 2, 3, 4, and do $100. I can do it, I can do it, $2, 3, L4, L5, get in there, $600, $600, $700, you got 2, $700, you got 2, $700, you got 2, $700, give a high, set the day. I can say here's $700, get the money. Now, so I have $100, drag in, but you got there, you got $100. I can go $100, you're trying to get 80 pay. Here you have 8 here, you have $900. I need right there, you want to try her again? You want to try her again? You want to give a little more? I can arrange it. $75? $900? What? $900? Get back in there. You say get back in that quarter. I got 99 quarter. I got 99 quarter. Get $20, I got 99 quarter. I got 99 quarter. Get $20, get $20, now, you say a quarter? At 99 quarter. Get $20, you want to try? Now half. Now half. Get $20, get $20. So, Lieutenant Governor, thank you very kindly. 9 1/4.
Who was that?
Smith, I want to trade sides.
Lieutenant Governor Mike Kehoe, we appreciate you. This is the first time we've had a Lieutenant Governor buy a ham, I can almost promise. Appreciate that. Okay, we got steer in there. Now we're going to sell Chesney Early's steer. Chesney's a junior at Leeton High School. The 16-year-old daughter of Howard and Cheryl Early. She's a member of the Shawnee Indians 4-H Club. She's showing Hank. The thing I've enjoyed the most about Hank is his personality. He's very sweet, but still has an attitude here and there. I would like my buyers to know that the money that I received tonight from my project will be put in my funds for college. And Chesney's another one of those that was in the Grand Champion Heifer Drive at the Show Me Shootout at Saturday night at the State Fair. Let's give Chesney a round of applause for showing her heifer that night. This was the first year that they put all the breeds and crossbreeds and everything together in one big class at the end of the fair. So, Sell, Chesney, Steer, Hank.
All right, Juno Hand, here's 75. Juno Hand, here's 75. Right here's 75. And Juno Hand, here's 75. And you want to give it down that quarter. And I'm going to go down. Here's 3 and a half. Here's your quarter. Now 75. And now 4. And now 4. That quarter. And now 4. Quarter behind. Here's 75. I can pull 75. I can 75. I can hold a hand. Here's 75. And now 475. I can gotta get in between them sometimes. 475. 475. And I'm going now 5. Go again. And now 75. Now 5. You give me $5 a pound. I'm going to make a pound of your pie. And I'm going to right side, right turn, and there $5 a pound. So you got to get high. And now 4 cents, got to get pound, baby. You got to get pound, 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 you got to get pound. And also, you got to get pound, you got to get $5 a pound. So you got to get pound, when you get $5 a pound. So you got to get pound here, pound, you got to get pound, you got to get pound, you got to right there, you get 5. Now, quarter. $5 a quarter, not $5 a quarter, and now $5 a quarter, get on. This is crazy enough here, we get $5 a can't take it, you can't take it, it's anybody right here, $5 a quarter, and now $5 a quarter, get on, like a pound, be a quarter, and now $5 a quarter, get on, like a pound, be a quarter, now $5 a get on, like a tea, and I'm going behind and get on, like a 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 get on, 50. So, Mike Keith, thank you again, $5 a quarter a pound, keep or shift. He's going to keep that one too, $5 a quarter a pound.
Thank you very much, Mike.
Thank you, Mikey.
Again, here on the north side of the Clinton Square forever, also in Warrensburg, Higginsville, and Odessa, and recently expansion out to the Bill Houck Agency on the bypass. So thank you, Mike, for supporting these kids all the years that you have. Piper Spring. Okay, Piper is a freshman at Clinton High School. She's a 14-year-old daughter of Mackenzie Bond and Don Bond. She's a member of the Clinton Cool Cats 4-H Club. Her ham's name is I Forgot. And what she enjoyed most about this project is being able to learn about the ham and work with new people. She wants the buyers to know that her ham is very nice and kind, so you should really buy it. A nice and kind ham.
I'm actually her sister.
Sister.
She's right there. She's got back in here.
Okay. We're selling Piper's ham. Sister.
Yeah.
Your sister name. What's your name?
Lillian.
Lillian's selling Piper's because Piper just got back. Okay. Sell it, Scott.
200, 300, there you go, $100 on a hand, $100, 3, 4, 5, and I'm $500, and I'm guys, smile, 600, and I'm $600, 6 or 7, and I'll sit, 700, and that's $70, you want to give a half, 650, there's 6 years, now 7, and I'll sit, 700, and I'll 7 years, 700, now we, and I mean,
Hold it a second. Straight from the Meet the Cards night, Piper Spring selling her ham.
And now we come to it. I got you one place wanted to do. There's $700, $800. You need Carlos for us? $700, $800. I just need $800, $800. Today, $850 back in there. Way back early today. $800. Now $900. You can do any more of there on the side. You can any more. $900. So way back there, $850. Who's that for? Oh, Evergy.
Evergy.
Thank you, Evergy.
Keeping the lights on here in Clinton. Danny Steinbach, we need you to come up and have a picture with Piper. Cheerleader Piper. Don't trip and fall. Not that she would, I just don't want her to. Boy, you're going to be calling me David Lee II here tonight. Levi Roth's got his steer over here now. Levi is a junior at Windsor High School. 16-year-old son of Eddie and Mary Roth, a member of the Windsor FFA chapter. What he's enjoyed the most is watching his steer grow. What he wants the buyers to know is, my steer, you should buy my steer because he is high quality beef. Let's sell Levi's steer. $3.50 a pound. You want to do our again? Quarter and a half here. Last call, 3.5, and I'm only going to get a pig. So right there for $3.25 a pound. Schreiber Foods.
Schreiber Foods. You want to keep it or ship it?
Bruce.
Keep it for 3 1/4 a pound. Thank you.
Schreiber Foods out here, the DDN plant. Bruce Limpus is their plant manager, also a member of the Clinton Chamber of Commerce Board. We appreciate the long-term support that Schreiber's brought to this community, not just with the ag kids, but with several. Hannah Miller is a junior at Clinton High School. She's 16 years old, a member of the Clinton FFA chapter. She's the daughter of Melissa Batusik and Trent Miller. What she's enjoyed the most about her ham project is the process and seeing how it changed over time. What she wants the buyers to know is, this is my first year doing a ham, and I had a lot of fun. After I graduate at the end of this year, I plan on going to Ohio to pursue occupational therapy and equine training. So you actually, when you start school Wednesday, will be a senior, right? Kind of senior? Okay, but you're going to graduate. Anyway, let's sell Hannah's ham.
Right, 2, 3, 4, 4, 5, 4, 5 here. Now $600 here. So, you guys got the bidders over there. Just give me the name. 1050. Who is the buyer? There he is. I never saw him dead. What's the name, sir? The Weatherby Ranch. Oh, the Weatherby Ranch. There you go. Thank you very kindly. Dennis and Debbie
Cowick. Dennis and Debbie Cowick of the Ratherby Ranch in Cold Camp, Missouri. New to our sale. Thank you very much, Debbie and Dennis. All right, we got Wesley Lloyd steering the other side. He's a senior at Windsor High School, the 17-year-old son of David and Heather Sullivan. He's showing Roger tonight. He's a member of the Windsor FFA chapter. He enjoys the carcass show and trying to feed the animal better every year. He wants the buyers to know he will taste great. I guarantee.
2 1/4. 2.75. I get 2.75. What I have here, I have here 75. And then 2.75 here, 75. 2.75. What I have, the biggest here, there, pound here, 75. I get 2.75. 2.75. What I have here, 2.75. Not free. And then I get $3 a pound. right there, $75.03. $75.03, you want to right there, $3 here, $75.03, and $53, you want to right there, $75.03. And $75.03 a pound, and $75.03, you want to $3, $75.03, you want to, you say 3, and $75.03, did you say 3? And 3, oh yeah, right there, $75.03, just stretching, right there, $75.03. I got $75.03, here's $75, you want to right there, $3 there, $75.03, and 3, you want to 3, and 3, you want to 3, and $75.03 all the pound, and $75, you want to $3 a pound. Colt, $2.75 a pound right there, you bought her.
Golden Valley Memorial Healthcare, 50-year anniversary, where we are golden. Going to ship.
He's getting the picture. Next, please.
Come on up. Cade Manning, a junior at Clinton Christian Academy, the 16-year-old son of J.D. and Kara Manning, a member of the CCA Patriots 4-H Club. What he's enjoyed the most about the project is the process and laughing with my family while I clean my ham. And what he wants the buyers to know is my future plans are to go to college and study medicine. And so let's sell Cade Manning's ham.
Here we go, Cade, right here, 4, 5 here. And now 3, 4. And now 5. And now 5, you're in 4. 5, you're 5, 600. And now 6, you're 1,000. You say 1,000, you get 1,100. Oh, we got somebody in. $12. Call here, $12. You got somebody in. $12. One of these days I won't be able to hear that scream right there. Get the name, please. $1,100.
Come on, Maverick. Who we got?
I can back up when I need to. Oh, we had 2 people on?
Yeah, 2 on.
All right.
Hawthorne Bank.
Hawthorne Bank.
Dave Garnett.
We got her straight now. That's good.
More friendly faces in more familiar places. Thank you, Dave, for supporting Cade's ham. And we're going to be selling over the other side. A round of applause, Hawthorne Bank. Thank you, Jim.
Thank you. 30 boxes of steaks.
30 boxes of steaks available. That's down from 45. There's still 5 steaks in a box for $15 a box, $3 per steak. Let's sell Charlotte Lloyd steer. Charlotte's a senior at the University of Central Missouri. The 20-year-old daughter of David and Heather Sullivan. She's showing Stewart. She's a member of the Windsor FFA chapter. What she enjoyed the most is learning over the years how to feed and care for my steer to maximize his growth and to be able to produce an animal I can be proud to market. What she wants the buyers to know is I've worked for months to produce an animal you will enjoy. Let's sell Charlotte's steer Stewart.
2 1/4, 2 1/2 here. Now only got to get the pay. 2 1/2 here. Only got to get the pay. 2 1/2 here. Only got to get the pay. 2 1/4, 2 1/2 here. Only got to get the pay. And 2 1/2, 2 1/2. And 2 1/2 here. Only got to get the pay. 2 1/2 here. And 2 1/2. That's 75. I got a hand here. 75 here. And 2 1/2, 75. And 2 1/2 here. 75. I got a hand here. 75. I got a hand here. 75. And a hand here. 75. And 2 1/2 here. 75. 2 1/2 I can do a hand of use any better, you don't have any I can do a hand of use any better, you don't have any I can do a hand of use any better, you don't have any $2.75 a pound. So, 2 1/2 you bought her. That goes on, John Cook.
Cook Auction Company.
Yes, that's correct.
Thank you, John Cook.
Shipping, John. Shipping for 2 1/2 a pound.
Thank you, Cook Auction Company. Again, the Cook family been in the agribusiness since 1958 here in Henry County. We appreciate their support of the kids in all aspects of things here in Henry County and Clinton all through the years. All right, we're going to sell Isaac Neuenschwander steer, ham. Isaac's a 6th grader at Lakeland, the 11-year-old son of Jim and Stephanie Neuenschwander. This ham's name is Porky Isaac's a member of the Montrose Busy Beavers 4-H Club. The thing that he's enjoyed the most about doing his ham project was rubbing the cure on. What he wants the buyers to know is all the earnings that I get will go towards my future projects. Let's sell Isaac's ham.
Here we go, Isaac, right here. 3, 4. Now, 40, 600. Now, 600, 700. And now, 800. And now, 900. And now, 900. So, Mr. Racing, you bought it for $1,050. Thank you very kindly.
Jim Rasick Auto Group on the loop, the widest 6-lane highway on the bypass. Jim sells GMC, Jeep, Chrysler, Dodge, and Ram. Did I get them all? On the loop. Thank you, Mr. Rasick, for supporting our kids all through these years. Round of applause for Jim Rasick, please. The Auto Group on the loop. All right, we've got Emily Neuenschwander steer on the other side. Just sold Isaac's ham. Emily is a 9th grader at Lakeland High School, where she's a member of the Montrose Busy Beavers 4-H Club and Lakeland FFA. She's a 15-year-old daughter of Jim and Stephanie Neuenschwander. The steer's name is Gib, because we have a seasoning that my family uses on meat called Gibson. Okay. What she's enjoyed the most is, I really enjoyed Food for America at school, getting the chance to show all the elementary kids what I do in my steer project. What I want the buyers to know is all the earnings from this year will go towards my project next year and towards my first car. Car dealers, perk up here. She's going to buy a car. So let's sell Emily's steer Gib.
Right here. Just like girl now have. Just like when you're buying cars, you buy 3 or 4 in a row, then you watch the next one go by. You're the buddy right there, 75. You won't want to hire. I promise you. I can be on hand, 75. You ain't there right there, 75. What fire? I can be on hand, 75. You want to hit it one more time? Are you sure? But there, he won't let you have a guarantee right there. 375. I can be on not 4, and not 4 and a quarter. You maybe want any more questions? Right here, 4 and a quarter. I can hold you on. I can hold you on. I can hold 4 and a quarter. 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 Now, what do you want? I can now quarter. Don't you do anything, my lovely lady. So, $4 a pound, you bought her. It's a local elevator company, gentlemen. $4 a pound. Ladies and gentlemen, excuse me.
Farmers Elevator and Supply.
Yes, sir.
Represented by Jake Lewis, but also in the crowd, Josh Wagner, Doug Wagner, and Quentin Combs. Let's give Farmers Elevator the store for everyone. I almost said the best buys and all supplies, but that store's not open over here anymore. But the store for everyone. Come on up, Jesse. Keep or ship.
You want to keep it or
Jake?
ship? Sorry about that.
Ship. Thank you, Doug, Josh, Quentin, and Jake. We're going to sell Jesse Henslick's ham. He's a junior at Montrose, the 16-year-old son of Michael and Michelle Henslick, member of the Montrose Busy Beavers and the Montrose FFA chapter. What he's enjoyed the most is seeing the changes from the start of the project to the end. What he wants the buyers to know is he plans on using the money for college and future endeavors. Let's sell Jesse's ham.
Doesn't it seem like everybody must be going to the same barber shop? Look, the boys calling in with the same haircut, every one of them, except for a couple of them get down to their shoulders. Right there, 3, 4, $500, $600. Now, $700. Now, $700. $800. $750. I'll do that. So, yeah, $1,100. You want that? Wilder RV for $1,100. Thank you kindly.
Thank you, Greg. Thank you, Preston. Wilder RV, run across America in a Wilder RV pulled by a Ford truck, is the ads I've been seeing. So, $1,100 Wilder RV. Thank you, Greg. We're going to sell over here in the other ring a steer owned by Seth Engelman. Seth just graduated 8th grade from St. Mary's. He'll be attending Montrose High School as a freshman this fall. He is this 14-year-old son of John and Donna Engelman. He's selling Thor. He's a member of the Montrose Busy Beavers 4-H chapter, 4-H club. What he's enjoyed most is getting to work on the project with Dad and brother. I've learned a lot from them. I also enjoyed learning to fit and show my steer at the animal clinic, and want to thank the sale committee for hosting it. What I want the buyers to know is I plan to use this year's premium money to cover this year's project costs and invest in next year's 4-H projects. The price of everything has gone up. Any money left over will go into my bank account to cover future college expenses. Let's sell Seth's steer Thor.
Right here. You said quarter back row, now half. Now 3/4 green on half. You lady in the back row, way back row. 3/4 green on half. Now 3/4 green on half. A little bit less than on that going on here. 3/4 green on half here. 3/4 green on half. Get 20, get 20, 20, 3/4 green on half. And then get 20, 50, 3 and a half here. Quarter and a half here. 1 and a half. 3 and a half. $3.50. So, waiting left field at $3.25 a pound. You want to keep it and ship it, and who's it go to? Is that Montrose Green? That's 3 1/4. You want to keep it or ship it?
Montrose Green, represented by Jana Wareham, 3 1/4 a pound, going to ship. Thank you to Dennis and Doug Roth for supporting the kids from the Montrose area. Let's give them a round of applause. All right, come on up here, Harley. Harley and Lincoln and car Lincoln's. The Lieutenant Governor's already been and bought, but there's still a Lincoln dealer here. Hey, she's an 11th grader. She's graduating early this year. She's a member of the Clinton FFA chapter. The 16-year-old daughter of Zach and Nicole Morales. She's enjoyed learning something completely new and learning from my mistakes. I'd like the buyers to know that their generosity is supporting my future degree in agribusiness at Missouri State University. And we saw Drew Bailey up here tonight going to MSU. So let's sell Harley's ham.
2, 3, and I'm hold it on there. I can get it over here. I'll tell you what, kids, you need to change your birth certificate before you come to the show. I got another. Pick a car out. I don't care what the name is, just change it. My parents Greg Smith Ford, we thank you.
Greg Smith Ford Lincoln, where our people treat you right. Thank you very much, Greg. for buying that Lincoln ham. Was that 1100?
That's correct.
Thank you. Greg Smith, Ford, Lincoln. All right, we're going to sell Kean Engelman steer on the other side. Kean's a junior at Montrose High School, the 16-year-old son of John and Donna Engelman. This is his Quaddies, is his fourth show steer. He's a member of the Montrose Busy Beavers 4-H Club and the Montrose FFA chapter. I enjoy getting out and working with my steer, even though it's sometimes hard and time-consuming. I get to work alongside my dad and help my younger brother with his steer project too. I plan to use this year's premium money to cover this year's project costs and invest in next year's 4-H projects. The price of everything has gone up, so I hope I will make a good profit. Every extra money will go into my bank account to cover future expenses. I plan to attend Northwest Missouri State University, pursue an ag business degree. I'm undecided whether my minor will be finance or something else, but I have 2 years to figure that out. Let's sell Kean steer Quaddies.
Right there to the border to the hand. I don't want to get the day. And I'm to the border to the hand. 75. I'm to the hundred now 3. And I'm 3. You want to get $75 $3 here. $3. 75 $3. You want to get $3 here. $75 $3. And I'm $75 $3 a pound. I'm going to get $75. You want to get $3 here. $75 $3. You want to $3 a pound. $75 $3. And I'm $75 $3 here. And I'm you want to $75 $3 here. $3. You want to $75 $3. Back over. You want to hear again? $75 $3. And I'm $3 a pound. You want 2 of them right there? $75 $3. And I'm $75 here. $3 a pound. I'm going to get $75 $3. And $3 you want to get $3 here. $75 $3. And I'm $75 $3. You want to $75 $3. You want to get $3. You want to get $75 $3. You want to try again? $75 $3. $275 $3. $3 a pound. So, Mr. Races, thank you again. $2.75 a pound for that steer.
Jim Rasick Audit Group, GMC, GMC, Ram, Chrysler, Dodge, and Jeep on the 6-lane highway. Come on up, next ham, Caroline Wagner. Caroline is going to be a senior? Junior this fall, Clinton High School, the 16-year-old daughter of Sarah Goth and Lance Wagner, a member of the Clinton FFA chapter. Her ham's name is Patricia. What she enjoyed the most is watching it change, Patricia change, and the surprise of what it will look like each time you wrap it or unwrap it. I am thankful for this project that allows me to learn more about different agricultural pursuits. I plan to attend college and pursue equine studies. Let's sell Caroline's ham, Patricia.
Yeah, $304, right? $345. At 1,000. $1,100. $13. 14. I can make a $14. 15. And I'm 14. You're in, buddy. Up there. One side. $1,500. I got 14 in. Way back row, Richard. At $1,500. I got 14. One time here. I got 14. 1,500. I know one time. We're getting close to that $2,000 range, boys. 14, 15, ladies. And I'm 14. One time here. 1,500 bucks. Do you want it? So, you ordered $1,400. Mr. Jim Smith, Oak Star Bank, $1,400.
Oak Star Bank, experience the difference. 1508 North 2nd Street. Thank you, Jim. We're going to sell Cody Robertson steer. Cody's a senior at Clinton High School, 17-year-old son of Doug and Tanya Robertson. He's showing Fireball tonight. Cody is a member of the Clinton FFA chapter. I've enjoyed going out and picking him out from the herd. I love to watch him. I always love watching them go from a wild steer to being able to walk right up to them and rub on them. I want the buyers to know my animal project has taught me a ton of responsibility, and I plan to show again next year with the money I earned from him. I plan to show again next year with the money I earned from him. My future plans are to continue farm with my dad while attending State Tech for lineman school. Let's sell Cody Steer Fireball.
Here we go, Fireball. Hi, Cody. How you doing? You looking good out there? You scratching that thing. $2 to the quarter to the hand. I can only not get to the hand here. I can do the quarter to the hand. What am I got here? $2.50 a pound. I can only get 50. And I'll do the quarter to the hand. I can only get So, who'd you have? $2.50 a pound. Oh, Cook Auction Fodder, $2.50 a pound. Thank you. Ship it now to out.
Thank you, John Scott. Cook Auction Company, $2.50 a pound since 1958. We're going to sell Riley Laswell's ham next. Riley is a senior at Montrose High School, the daughter of 17-year-old daughter Chris and Karen Laswell, member of the Montrose FFA chapter. I enjoyed watching the aging process that the ham goes through while it cures in a controlled environment. I want the buyers to know that my future plans are to attend college and to major in animal science. Let's sell Riley's ham.
Here we go, Riley, $300, $400, You're in 1100, you $1,200 from somebody about the $400 you want. I got to call you $400. I got to hit the $400. Happy right there? We take a little less, maybe. I got to hear we'll try half. Then 50. There we go. Not 1,200. You're spending awful good dinner on those hams, so here, he might get one. I can call here, so, $1,200. Who's that go to? B&B Barbecue and Montrose Sandy Banks for $1,200. Thank you kindly.
Thank you, Ed. We need to get a picture of you, and thank Andy for his support also. B&B Barbecue, MSB. Okay, we're going to sell Trista Humphrey steer on the other side. Trista is going to be a freshman at State Fair Community College. She's a 19-year-old daughter of Terry and Betsy Humphrey and Kevin and Sherry Schmidt. Her steer's name is Rip. She's a member of the Clinton FFA chapter. What she's enjoyed the most about her project is having the opportunity to learn different life lessons from each steer I've raised throughout these last 4 years. Each calf I've raised through those 4 years have all had their challenges, but within those challenges I have learned determination, persistence, and patience, and I'm beyond grateful for those opportunities. She wants the buyers to know that I plan to further my education through K-State, at least not Kansas. Anyway, K-State to pursue a degree in pre-vet medicine to eventually open my own DVM clinic. We need one of those sometime here in Clinton. We got several getting ready to retire. While going to school, I plan on continuing the growth in my cow-calf operation. Let's sell Trista's steer Rip.
Right there. Here we go down to the board. We don't have this. Last one. We don't have 75. I don't have 75. You say $3 a pound. And I'm ready to $3. $3 you got $3 $75. And I'm free, not quarter. And I'm free, $3. Here's $3. Try me in the free. He's in the left side. $3. $3. I can take $20. I'm going to take $3. And I'm free, $3. He said no, but I can $5 else. I'm going to get $3. And I'm free. How you doing? I'm going to get $3. $3.25 a pound. So, you bought her $3 a pound. Thank you, Doug. $3 a pound.
Farmers Elevator and Supply, the store for everyone. Josh, and going to keep that one.
Keep that one.
Thank you very much, Doug and Josh and Jake and Quentin. Farmers Elevator. Over 100 years, because they had the 100-year anniversary a year or two before COVID, so it's at 104 now, or 105 years. Hey, let's give them a round of applause. Probably one of the oldest ag businesses in town. If it's not, somebody can correct me. All right, we'd like to sell Laney Springs ham. Laney's a senior at Clinton High School. She's a 17-year-old daughter of Mackenzie and Dion Bond, a member of the Clinton Cool Cats 4-H Club. She's enjoyed most getting to learn about all of it. What she wants the buyers to know, I'm excited to do a new project next year. Let's sell Laney's ham.
3, 4. That's what it looked like. That's what it looked like. Well, so 1150, you want a ham. 1150, who's that go to?
Senator Sandy Crawford and Representative Roger Reedy. Thank you, Senator Crawford.
Thank you very kindly.
Our senator in the 28th district, and Roger was our former senator. He's our representative till December the 31st. So appreciate Senator Crawford and Representative Reedy supporting the kids tonight. We're going to sell Alyssa Robertson Steer. Alyssa's going to be a freshman, like we saw up here tonight. She got 2 scholarships at the University of Central Missouri. She's the 19-year-old daughter of Doug and Tanya Robertson. She is showing Wayland, a member of the Clinton FFA chapter. I've enjoyed getting to gain knowledge and skills from showing Wayland that will help me with all of my future endeavors. I also love the bond I made with Wayland this year and getting to see his personality change the more I worked with him. Overall, it's been a great show year. I'd like the buyers to know that showing the last 4 years has taught me some of my biggest passions through competing. Although it's my last year showing cattle, has been one of my biggest accomplishments. This fall, I'll be attending the University of Central Missouri to study ag business. I just want to say thank you for all my hometown supporters, and you have made a difference in my future. Let's sell Alyssa Steer Wayland.
2 1/4, 2 1/2 here, and I'm going to get the beat, and I'm 2 1/4, 2 1/2, 2 1/2 here, and I'm 2 1/4, 250, 75, and 2 1/2 here, 75, I can do 1/2 here, 75, I can do 1/2 here, I can do 1/2 75, everybody else out here, 75, and I'm 2 1/2 here, 75, I can do 1/2 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 75, and 75, I can do 1/2 75, I can do 1/2 75, I can do 175, and I'm doing 175. Do you want to up here? 50, 75, I can do 175. I can do 175, I can do 75. Anything else? $2.75. Upbound and doing 175. Salt Restoration, thank you again. $3.50 a pound. You bought her. Oh, no. I had Restoration giving me $2.75 a pound. I had Restoration. $2.75. No, I had Restoration at $2.75. Now 3. Okay. Well, $2.75. Sorry about that, Jim. I never saw you there. Cook Tractor Parts, $3. You want to keep it or ship it, Jim? He's going to ship that one at $2.75 a pound.
Thank you, Cook Tractor Parts, and Ag Person of the Year, Jim Cook. And also want to mention that Alyssa represented Henry County in the Missouri State Fair Queen Contest 2 weeks ago also. Let's give Alyssa a round of applause for that also. We're going to sell Aiden Burton's ham. Aiden's a sophomore at Montrose High School. The son of Sonia Burton and Clayton Burton, 15 years old, a member of the Montrose FFA chapter. The part I've enjoyed the most about my ham project is learning how to cure a ham, hang a ham, and clean a ham. I want the buyers to know I fully intend to continue doing the ham project throughout high school. Let's sell Aiden's ham.
I sell ham up here, 3, 4. I'm good. That's so good. He said 800, you be 900. He said 8, now 9. You're up there, $900 that side. Hey, you want $900. Hey, you want $900. $850. I'll do that. $850. Hey, you're feet. Down 9, down 9. So, Mr. Racing, you bought a ham for $850. Thank you kindly.
Jim Ray Staccato Group on the loop, $850. GMC Ram Jeep Chrysler Dodge on the six-way highway belt loop bypass. Okay, we're going to sell Bryce Colsteer. Bryce is going to be a freshman at State Fair Community College. He's the 18-year-old son of Eric Cole. He's a member of the Clinton FFA chapter. His steer's name is Lucky. What he's enjoyed the most is showing up and picking out his calf. Probably my most enjoyed experience. It left me wondering how I'd done that. He'll be sure, once the buyers know, he'll be sure will taste good. Y'all are supposed to buy. I'd like my buyers to know he has a personality like no other, sometimes good, sometimes bad. I think this project has taught me a ton of responsibility, from feeding to watering and walking, and all just caring for another life. My future plans are to continue showing and keep progressing in my showing career. Let's sell Bryce's steer, Lucky.
Here we go, Bryce and Lucky, right here to the quarter, to the hand here. I can point it out, I get the feet, and I do the hand, they get point it out, I get the hand, do you want to buy, I get the point it out, I get the hand here. That's 75. I do the hand, do 79, I get the hand, do the hand, 79, and I'm do 79, a pound out there, hand, do 79, and I do the hand, do 79, I get the hand, do the hand, I get the hand, 79, I get the hand, 79, I get the hand, 79, I get the hand, do 79, I get the hand, 79, I get the hand, do 79, I get the hand, 79, I get the hand, 79, I get the hand, do 79, I get the hand, 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 79, anybody else up there? 275, 2.5 here, 79, 2.5. I got 2.5 somebody. It's 275 a pound. You guys want to go together on one? 275. I got 2.5 here, 79, I got 2.5. So 2.5 a pound, whoever you guys had over there, $2.50 a pound. Is that Hawthorne Bank?
Hawthorne Bank.
Hawthorne Bank.
Dave Garnett. More friendly faces in more familiar places. Thank you, Dave, for buying Bryce's steer, $2.50 a pound. Keep or ship? Ship.
Excuse me, Mr. Rice.
Okay, we're going to sell Leland Springs ham. She's a sophomore at Clinton High School, 15-year-old daughter of Mackenzie and Dion Bond. Her ham's name is Bill. She's a member of the Clinton Cool Cats 4-H Club. What I enjoyed most about the project was making a new friend. What I would like my buyers to know is that my dream school costs a lot of money, and this will help. What's your dream school? University of Michigan is where she wants to go to school. So let's help her with her dream school, selling Lillian's ham.
So let's go for $100 bill. Is that his name? $100 bill? 1,000, 500, 400, 500. They got $400 here and 607. He did 1050, 1100. I get the hand of the hey, right here. I got 10 and a half to be 10, 1100, now 50, 1150, 1150. You tried hard. That's the easy out. The bigger the hand, get the big one, the big. I got to get the hand, 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 50. So 1100 right there. Golden Valley Water again. 1100. We thank you.
Golden Valley Memorial Healthcare, the 50th anniversary of GVMH. We are golden, they are golden. We appreciate their support. Wish them the best in the rest of their 50-year celebration. We're going to sell Nate Bailey's steer. Nate's a junior at Montrose High School. He's the 16-year-old son of Rick and Liz Bailey. He's showing Diego. Nate is the member of the Montrose Busy 4-H Club, Montrose Busy Beavers 4-H. He enjoys seeing the results of the improvements I made since last year's project. I look forward to doing this project again and appreciate the buyers that support us each year. Let's sell Nate's steer.
Right there, to the quarter to the hand here, to the body now, I can do the quarter to the hand again now, that's a divide. I can do the hand, do the hand, I can do the hand, I can do the hand, I can do the hand, do the hand, I can do the hand, I can do the hand, do the hand, I can do the hand, not free, that's a divide, I can do it, not free quarter, and not free quarter, free quarter, free quarter, I can free quarter, I can do all that, I can do 3 quarter, you're not letting me, not there, 3 quarter, way outside, not there, 3 quarter, I can let me 3 quarter, 3 quarter, 3 quarter, So, Mr. Rasick, once again, thank you very kindly. $3 a pound.
Jim Rasick Auto Group. Thank you, Jim.
Ship, please.
Ship $3. Jim Rasick. Hey, we're going to sell Tyler Johnson's ham in the middle here, 11th grader at Clinton High School, the 16-year-old son of Gary and Amanda Johnson, a member of the Clinton FFA and the Clinton Cool Cats 4-H Club. What he's enjoyed the most is being able to share what I've learned with others just starting this project. I want the buyers to know the sale of my ham will go toward my plans for welding school. Let's sell Tyler's ham.
400, 500, 600, 700, that's $7, $5, $600, $600, Now $1,100, I can pay $11, I can pay, if you want that dark half again, 10 today. I can pay now $11, I can pay $11, I can down to pay $1,100, I can pay $1,100, no half, I can do $1,100, I can pay 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 $1,100, not 12, I don't know, I can go $1,100, I can $1,100, you can go 12, no, not half, I can go $1,100, I can pay, I can go $1,100, I can pay $1,100, I can go $1,100, I can pay $1,100, I can go $1,100, I can go $1,100, I can pay $1,100, he's on a roll right now. You're going to be tough man. I can call here, call hand. I can call here, call hand. I can put in a hand, here, call hand. Yes, sir. Call me. You want my opinion? You want some more? I can call. I can raise it. I can call something. I can put in a hand, here, call hand. I can put in a hand. So, $1,200. Mr. Richard strikes again. Thank you kindly. $1,200.
Jim Rasick Auto Group. Thank you, Jim. All right, we're going to sell over here Hope Groove steer. Hope is going to be a freshman at NEO, Northeastern Oklahoma, in Miami, Oklahoma. She's the 18-year-old daughter of John Groove. Tito is her steer's name. She's a member of the Clinton FFA chapter. I enjoyed watching Tito and taking to the cattle workshop. I also always love that first face trim and letting him get used to his surroundings. I enjoyed the hot late nights spent sitting by him as well as his food ranting about all my problems. I want the buyers to know this sadly will be my last year. Wait until I have children who can show. I'm attending NEO to obtain a degree and then going to be a large animal vet, all the while trying to be the best mom I can be. Let's sell Hope's steer, Tito.
2 1/4, 2 1/2. Last chance right there, 229 could be. I could be going down, I could do it here. You want to right here, 2 1/2. I can do the quarter, I can call it, I can do it, I can call it, I can do it, I can do the quarter, 2 1/2. I can do the house and I do a hand, do something, I can do a hundred, I can do something, I can do something, I can do something, I can do a hundred, everyone else right there, 275, right there, 275, 75. I can do a hand, do something, I can do a hundred, I can do 2 1/2, 275. You want some? 275. Not something, not 2, 2 1/2, 75. So, wherever you had it, $2.50. That's Hawthorne Bank at 2 1/2. We thank you again.
Hawthorne Bank. Dave Garnett. Ship. Friendly. More friendly faces in more familiar places. I need to get that one out there, Scott, okay? All right, we're going to sell Sierra Wareham's ham. Sierra is a freshman at Iowa Western University. She's the 19-year-old daughter of Clinton Jill, but represented tonight by Sydney. Sierra is a member of the Clinton High School FFA chapter. What she enjoyed the most is getting to meet new people and learning from her experiences. She wants the buyers to know, this was my third year and last year in showing ham. The ham money from this project will be put into my college education at Iowa Western, where she's studying to be a dental hygienist. Right?
Now marketing.
And marketing. Well, you know, time has changed since March or May, whenever she got. Anyway, she didn't write it down. Why did Dan say it? I don't know. Let's sell Sierra's ham.
All right, $500, $600. Now, $600, 6, 7, 8. 800, not 900. You want to buy now $1,000? I know they want to get here. I can get down there. I can get down there. You want to get down there. You get down there. You want to get down there. Now you want to buy $11. I can down there. You guys take the same thing. $11. Get down $11. I can hear you. You want to get down $11. Who'd you put in? Okay, as long as we're together, 10, 11, I can pound $11. I can tell you what I'm right there, 11. I don't pound here we go, you want to get down, here you go, you want to get down, you want to get down, 11, you want to get down, 11, you want to get down, you want to get down, 11, you want to get down, 11, you want to get down. I'm 1,200. I don't know, no, he didn't. I can hear you going another. I can hear you going another. He said no, 11, you want to get down. He's going on the next one. You want to get home, you want to get home, you want to get 12.
I had her.
Oh.
Not him, her.
No, I took him. Did you bid 1,100? Yeah. She has to be 1,200. Now, she's 12. 13. I can tell you $1,500. I can tell you $1,500. You want to call me. Hold back in the beginning of that whole relationship. Oh, you want to get $1,500. I can give my 12, 12, 50. 12 and a half, 50. I can tell you get 12, 12, 50. I can call someone. She can sign the checks too now. 12, 12, 50. I can tell you get 12. First time ever. I can call here, 12 and a half, 50 and a half. So, $12. Mr. Racist, you bought her. 12. Mrs. Racist bought her. $12.
Out on the loop.
You have to bring your sisters up? Oh, what was your sister doing?
She's in college at Iowa Western. Dental hygiene and marketing. Weren't you listening?
She's in Iowa. I'll probably drive right by her tomorrow. The next time.
Thank you, Becky and Jim. We're going to sell Sydney's the very last one. Sydney has chickens. You hear about it on the radio. But she's selling the ham tonight. She's a sophomore at Clinton High School, the 15-year-old daughter of Clinton and Jill Wareham, a member of the Clinton High School FFA chapter. I love cleaning the hams, and I found cleaning the hams satisfying. What she wants the buyers to know is I'd like the buyers to know that I put a lot of hard work and time into this project, and that I am blessed that I got this opportunity to do a ham. Let's sell Sydney's ham. Last one.
At least. We got to get to 2,000 sometime tonight. This is our chance. Okay, $6, 7, 7, 8, 9, 11, this will make a big old splash of 1,400, 13, 15, 16, and now 16, they always remember the first one and the last one, 1,600, and now 1,500, and now 1,600, and now 1,600, you want to try again, 1,600, 16, 17, and now 17, 17, and now 17, he's in, and now 17, I'm watching, and now 1,600, 17, you want to try again, Mr. Kelly up there, you did a good better, and now 1,700, you want to get back, 1,600, and now 1,600, you want to be, and now 1,600, you want to high vision, and get the high vision, and now 17, and now 17, now high, and now 17, you gotta get anybody out there, and you gotta get up there, 18, and now 1,800, you want to 1,800, Stanley must have loaded one $1,800, and now 17, high, $1,800, and now 1,800, you want to 18, high, and now 18, and how to get the high, 18, 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 how to get the high, 19, and now 19, and now 19, and now 19, now higher, 19, 50, 19, 19, how to get the high, 19, higher, 19, higher, you want to get the 19, how to get the 19, how to get the 19, how to get the $2,000, and now you say 2, and now 3, get $2,000. And I can say $2,000 ham. I can do $2,000 to make a big ham. Here's $2,000 to get the big ham. Here's $2,000. Come on. Down 2,100. Down 2,100. You want a ham? Here's 21. I got a ham. Here's 21 to get down. Here's 21 to get on your money. What about to get on? You're now one in the morning. Here's 21 in the morning. You're now one in the morning. You're now one. So $2,050. Kelly, thank you kindly. Who's that go to?
American Family Insurance, Kelly Welch.
Kelly Welch.
Thank you very much, Kelly.
Thank you, Kelly. Appreciate it.
So what's our number, Megan? Oh, what's our number, Claire? Whatever the gross is. $89,749 spent to support the kids of Henry County tonight. Thank you so much. I think there might be some steaks left back there. Be careful going home. We appreciate the support of the kids. We'll see you next year. Welcome back to the first post-COVID Ag Dinner. Thank you.